tomorrow. Okay? So the whole idea behind a hedgehog concept is that make it simple and keep doing it. The best companies in the world go by a hedgehog concept, and this is what it is. It's what you're passionate about. It's what drives your economic engine you make money at, and it's what you can be best in the world at. And it's the intersection of those three. So a hedgehog just keeps doing the same thing every day. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. Keeps getting better. A fox is always trying to change strategies, always doing different things. If you can think about it that way, and you think about your own life, and you start asking yourself these things, as you're doing a bunch of jobs, as you're doing a bunch of different things, because your life is a long time. You have time to design it. What are you passionate about? What deep in your core do you know that you're passionate about? At the same time, what can you be best in the world at? Because everyone here has a gift that's better than, everyone here has a gift that no one else in the world has. And so you got to find what that is within you. And then does that drive an economic engine for you? Does it make you money? So if you find this thing and you find you're doing something that's in here, you can't fail. You'll be a huge success. If you look at anybody that's a huge success, this is what they're doing. They're right here. They're passionate about it, they're making money at it, and they're best in the world at it. Now, I'm passionate about singing, but I promise you that I'm not best at it. It's not going to make me any money. So there's a lot of things we might be passionate about. We might be able to make money as a sales. Maybe we are a sales rep, but we hate our lives. We hate our jobs. So we're making lots of money, but we're never going to be great. And so this is what has really driven my job choices. And if I can impart this, find your hedgehog and really know yourself. What I'll say too is as my career has gone in different ways, but as I've moved up, and my last job was the CEO of the Los Cabos Children's Foundation, I will tell you that as you move up, your skin has to get a lot thicker. Because I promise you, and you guys see it every day in the media, I mean, who wants to be the President of the United States? Everybody has their, I mean, it's like everybody's got their gun out for you. I'm not talking about a real gun. It's like everyone's got a target, you got a target on your back as soon as you become leader. And I promise you that happens in every organization, everything. As soon as you are named leader, everyone is after you. And I don't mean that in a, they're after you to get you there. No, they're watching everything you do. They're watching everything you say. They're finding the inconsistencies that you said or didn't say. I mean, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. So what I've learned is as you start managing more and more people, you have more and more people and more things that are coming after you, and you really have to thicken your skin. So as a leader, you can't get your feelings hurt. You want to not get your feelings hurt. And so you also have to believe that things aren't personal that are coming at you. The other thing that I'll say is where you thicken your skin, you also have to remain sensitive, because a true leader has to be able to listen to people. So even though when I say it seems like it's two different things, you got to thicken your skin, but you also have to remain sensitive, because people are going to follow you if they think you care about them. That's pretty much it. And it's all about relationship. It's all about how you react to them, and you have to be very careful, because sometimes people will say things and they don't mean to hurt you, and it hurts, but you don't get hurt. So these things happen as a leader. You have to just think of your skin, but be sensitive. Who here has people in their lives that drive them crazy? Or people maybe in this room that you don't like? I'm sure. So So, as you go through life, any organization, we're made up of human beings, and you're going to run into human beings that you don't like, you don't, whatever. And when you're leading them, and you don't like them, you know, what are you going to do? So, here's what you got to do. You got to do what's called mirror work. And mirror work is, it's a very true statement I'm about to say. If you think of the person in your life right now that you don't like, they drive you crazy, I want you to ask the question, what is it about them that I see in myself? Because people that drive you crazy, they're pushing a button inside of you that you don't like about yourself. I promise you. There's something that they're doing that you do that you don't like. And so the reason why they bother you is you're bothered by yourself. And when you start doing what's called mirror work, and I'm talking about taking some time and thinking about it, why did that person drive me crazy today? What did they, you know, when they said that, it really pushed a button in me. I promise you there's a reason, and the reason's internal to you. So I talk about mirror work, and that's it's very self-explanatory. When someone's upset you, look back at yourself. And you can do it in the mirror if you like. You don't have to. But think about yourself. What about that person's? What about that person is that I see myself that I don't like? Create your space. There's and this is all about internal leadership, personal leadership. Before you ever can become a world leader or a global leader, you've got to create space. And what I mean by this is the space from the input and the reaction. And this goes back to thickening your skin or while you're remaining sensitive. You're going to have inputs that hit you all the time. We have inputs that hit us in daily life all the time. And what we are in charge of is how we react to it, right? So the more space you can create between the input and the reaction. How many times in your life have you reacted to something and wished that you would have reacted differently later? Usually it's about 24 hours later you go, dang it. I should have done that. I shouldn't have sent that email. I shouldn't have sent that text back right away. So at least take 24 hours. And all these principles I'm talking about are business principles, leadership principles, and personal principles. So if your mom did something and you react right away and you do something, wait 24 hours before you do it. And I say create the space. Now how do you do that? How do you create more space between what happens and your reaction? You got to develop a practice. And practice our meditation. You can do yoga. You can do the mirror work. You can exercise, work out. Whatever it is that you take yourself away from life for a while and you spend it with yourself. There's lots of different ways to do it. But the more time you spend with yourself and think about and reflect, the more space that you create between an input and a reaction. And I promise you, you will enjoy your reaction a lot more if you do that. I wish I would have learned this lesson when I was your age. Because I've made a lot of mistakes because I reacted. The other thing that's interesting about this is I say focus on the problem. What happens usually when there's two people and there's a problem? What'd you say?
Your type of person.
Yeah, usually it goes like this, right? So what's happened to the problem? It's still there. And so what if both people are looking like this instead of like this? This is such an easy little thing to draw, and you can draw with any